Alright guys, full disclosure. I thought I'd do an experiment and film this video with my proper camera instead of the front facing one so I couldn't see what was happening. And after 30 minutes of fried gold, I go to watch it back and I realise that the other camera is constantly focusing in and out and in and out. I think it's because the Spinatron 5000 was going around and around. Every time a new figure came around, it refocused, and this is kind of unwatchable. But I recorded this for 30 minutes, damn it! So the audio is hilarious. So you might still get something out of this, but don't, if this is your first time to the channel, don't watch this. It's bad. But if you just enjoy my banter, have it on in the background while you're doing something else, then enjoy.
TV, give me some of that sweet, sweet pep.
He has become the
Glenn Close would be better. 2 minutes left.
Yes!
I've seen that guy somewhere. On TV. Hello Marvel Legends, and welcome back to another episode of Displaying Model Behavior. And what a unboxing we've got. I'm kind of psyched. These were my possible, year ain't over yet, but so far, figures of the year. These, these NECA turtles, so gorgeous. So, of course, we gotta round out the turtle set, so... Oh yeah, we got the other four. This is gonna be big. So, as you can see, I cracked open one because I wanted to just, well, to be honest, I just couldn't wait. I wanted to see what Shredder looked like. But the other ones are still shut, locked, tight as a drum. But one thing I want to show you. Word to the wise, okay? This is a lesson for all of you amateur collectors, all you noobs, you newbies to the collector game. Yeah. Check your boxes before you rip into them like an excited child. Like this guy, because most online retailers will swap things if they're wrong unless you opened it. And that's really annoying because often you don't know it's wrong until you open it. But in this case, we have a foot soldier, and a foot soldier is supposed to have here melee weapons. Look at these here. That's a funny looking set of melee weapons. Yeah, they're not melee weapons, they're bladed weapons. How do I know that's not right? Because this soldier has bladed weapons, all right? And what's he got? He's got the same bladed weapons. So someone at NECA screwed the pooch. Somehow the melee weapons got put, the melee guy got given bladed weapons. So amazingly, I actually checked. I did the due diligence. I'm like, who is this man? What have I become? My sweetest friend. I actually checked the figure before opening it. So this is going back to Comics and Cocktails, and hopefully they will send me a melee figure with melee weapons. But in the meantime, we do have the bladed weapons, and you better believe I'm going to open the bejesus out of this. Because also we have Shredder, who you can see I kind of might have slightly opened, but I haven't posed him or played around with him or anything. And we have Splinter. Splinter the Rat. I think I do a pretty good Splinter impression. You must strike hard and fade away into the night. You know, I imagine it wasn't a Japanese person doing the voice for Splinter, and like, these days, you probably couldn't get away with that, could you? Because even though he was a rat, he was a Japanese rat. And if Hank Azaria can't do a poo anymore, then I don't know if you could get away with doing a Splinter voice. Thinking maybe I shouldn't have done that. Please don't cancel me. Don't throw me on the bonfire with what's her name from Black Panther 2 and all that kind of thing. I can't be a victim of cancel culture. I can just imagine like hashtag cancel model behavior. Okay, so let's open up not melee weapons. Let's open up bladed weapons. So this is Foot Soldier from the greatest Ninja Turtle movie ever made. And honestly, I don't think that's a controversial statement. You know, I'm pretty sure that most people would agree, even if some people have like maybe like their personal favorite. I think most would accept that Jim Henson 1990 Ninja Turtles is the best Ninja Turtles movie ever made. It's just the animatronics, the look of it, the style. Oh, and they got the figures to go with them. 30 years later, we have amazing figures to go with our turtles. So what I'm going to do here, the thing with NECA is you can't just rip into them because they have the little ties that secure the figure in here. So I'm going to speed this up while I unclip this guy. All right, we're back. Look at that. I'm older now. You're still the same age. We just time traveled, baby. And I forgot how to speak. Oh wait, I think he's still got a hand. He's still got a hand caught. Ironic, really, considering he's the foot. And for those of you not in the know, that was the joke. These are the foot because Daredevil's villains were the hand. And here is our first foot soldier, the foot. It makes sense that the foot have foot soldiers. So that kind of wow. Nearly 40 years of watching the Turtles and Lightbulb. They're foot soldiers. Jeez, how did I not twig that? They're foot soldiers. Oh my god. That's one of my favorite lines from Dick Tracy. Anyone remember Dick Tracy? I'm looking for generals. What have I got? Foot soldiers. Oh man, good times. Anyway, here is the NECA Foot Soldier out of the packaging. And I'm filming this differently. This is the first time I filmed an entire show unboxing with my front camera. So I can't see what you see. So I don't know if this looks good or bad. So I'm not going to do too many like figure to the camera things because I can't see what I'm looking at. Boy, I hope this isn't a waste of time. This figure looks good. You know what I like most about these figures? The texture. It's not just like some smooth plastic. This is actually proper. It feels almost like material. And actually the detailing of the sculpt, like you can see like the ridges of his pectoral muscle like through the fabric. This is just the artwork, just the frick, can you see? Are you seeing this? The artwork of just sculpting this is just incredible. And I see details on the figure that you don't really see, you don't pick up on in the movie. You know, like the intricate little details on the eyes of the mask and the dots of the mouth. And you see he's got more of like an armor on his forearm there. He's got the beautiful ninja boots. Oh my goodness. And this is just a foot soldier. This is a random jobber. He's a Hamanega. He's a Hamanega foot soldier who studies the abridged book of ninja fighting. But this is just beautiful. And of course, with NECA being NECA, you know, you've got to make compromises. They don't have the articulation of Marvel Legends. They are, you could argue, almost posable statue territory. More so because they probably could articulate more, but I'm afraid to articulate them because they are more brittle. Because they're just, you know, they're made of sort of, you hear that? That's a harder plastic. Like Marvel Legends, thank goodness, can be dropped, thrown, clumsily handled by this guy, and it's not a problem. But foot soldiers, oh my goodness, I think I'm going to be very, very delicate with this guy. But just look at him. This is superb right here. Absolutely superb. And he's got the ankle articulation, but I don't know, again, because he doesn't have like the hip movement or the thigh swivel, it's going to be a little bit harder to find like a pose. It's hard to find a dynamic pose. That's the thing. You can see with the turtles here. I mean, granted, their sculpt with their shells and whatnot restricts them a bit, but you can't really do like the crazy animated poses that you can do with Marvel Legends. So, what else we got here? He has his sword. He's got all sorts of things here. So we have, since he is supposed to have bladed weapons, so we can see his bladed weapons here. Let's take a little look. I want to try really hard not to flip these out and spill accessories all over the place. So here we go. We have the size, and actually I will probably, if they scale all right, I'll give these size to Elektra, because the Marvel Legends size are not good. They're super bendy, they look like garbage. Whereas these, look at these, straight as an arrow. You could set your watch by that. Those are going to Elektra. And we got the big old axe here. If these guys were lumberjacks, the only thing in the forest that would be safe is the trees. See, I love those quotes. It's such a good movie. Such a good movie. Good for kids, adults. Freaking Ninja Turtles, man. That movie is aged like a fine wine. I watched that just recently. Still holds up. Easy peasy. Like so much of the Henson stuff. You know, anything Jim Henson is timeless. Fight me. I don't care. I'll die on that hill. You know, no other cancel things. But if you say cancel model behavior because of his Jim Henson views, I'd be like, bring it on. I will fight you on the moon if I have to. But yeah, look at all these different bits and pieces here. This is fantastic. I would like to swap some hands and have him holding the axe if I can. Oh, yep, these pop out all right. So that's encouraging. I'll put his open grasping hand here. Oh, actually, maybe not the axe, maybe the sword and an open palm, because this open palm is quite dynamic. I like that. It's crazy that, like, you know, funnily enough, I've had hands all my life. Yeah, I still have to think, like, which way around does your thumb go? Does your thumb go out or does your thumb go in? So maybe, I don't know, but because I can't pose him very dynamically, maybe he would look better holding the axe with both hands. But we'll see. But this in itself, just look at that. So good. I tell you what, true story. I was of two minds about actually getting these because I ordered the turtles to celebrate my new job. And then, you know, I love them so much, I was like, I gotta get Shredder, Splinter, and the 2 foot soldiers. And they weren't available yet, so I pre-ordered them. And then, of course, by the time my pre-order actually was ready, and I had to pay for the rest of it, I didn't necessarily know if I was gonna have a job or not. And I still don't. So I was like, ooh, do I pay the rest of this, or do I just lose my deposit? And I was like, nah, come on, Dave. Positive motivation, like envision it, you know, act as if you're going to get the job. So I was like, yep, ka-ching, take my money, give me the foot. But you know what? I'm glad I did. So there is our foot soldier. Right, okay, let's do Shredder, because I want to do Splinter last, because he's the one that now I haven't seen out of the packaging or anything. So Shredder, looking like a boss. And we'll pop him straight out, and I can save some time since I've already unclipped him. He has his lovely, shiny, silvery cape. That's one thing that's kind of funny. Like, it was an interesting artistic choice in the film, was like, okay, this is Shredder. He's quite fabulous. You know, I can just imagine him with Master Tetsu. Is it Tetsu or Tatsu? And he would have been like, I want you to make my samurai ceremonial robes. And Tatsu was like, spit it out, mate. He's like, yes, sorry about that. I want you to make my robes sequined with silver sparkly robe and red sequins on the front. He's like, really, sir? Ah, yes, for the Shredder. The Shredder. People must know when the Shredder enters the room. Anyway, here is the sparkly Shredder. Orokusaki. Yes. Gosh, I should know that. Because it was Hamato Yoshi was Splinter's master. Anyway, I don't know if the camera picks it up, but he's sparkly. He's all sparkly. It's so pretty. He's adorable. This guy is the tits. I love this guy, and it's good that, like, you know, he's not like towering over the foot soldier, because Shredder isn't like a gigantic dude. The whole idea is that, you know, he rules by fear because he's a scary dude. You know, it's not always the biggest guy in the room you have to watch out for. It's the one who speaks softly but carries a big spiky thing. So this Shredder, again, NECA being NECA, he's a perfect recreation of what you saw in the film. Absolutely gorgeous. The helmet, the samurai helmet, so badass. You can remove the face piece. I'm not going to remove the face piece because it's a bit of a thing to like get it back. But he looks so good. I mean, why would you pose him without the full Shredder gear on? It's great that they do have the face underneath there, but no, you want the legit full-on Shredder. But everything about this, the sparkliness, the different textures on his armor plating, the way they've done the buckles wrapping it around, it's perfect. It's a perfect representation of the movie character. It's just freaking beautiful. So let's put his fabulous cape on and we'll see how he looks in all his finery.
Ah, you see, the art of ninjutsu was to blind your opponent with color, much like the Scotsman.
Remember that from The Simpsons? Aye, we wore ball gowns. The object was to blind your opponents with color. Alright, this is going to be a little bit tricky. I wonder if you're supposed to take his head off. I don't want to... Oh, no, I don't want to risk it. I don't know if I will have him with the cape, because it looks like the cape has these, like a hook around it that clasps on. But if that's clasped on, that's going to be really kind of bunched up. I don't know. I'm going to fast forward this and have a little play around. Okay, I got it. And you know what? I don't like it. It's fine, but again, like this looked okay in the movie, but in person, you know, actually in the figure, it looks like he's wearing a fabulous 70s disco cape, and it does look kind of ruffled around his neck. I'm not a fan. I love that they included it. It wouldn't feel complete if they didn't. But no, I'm going to go for badass combat Shredder, not shredding the dance floor Shredder. So yeah, let's just pop this off. All right, we're done. And you know what? It felt funny. Like once I put the clasp of the cape on, I was like, this really feels like I'm playing with the doll now. Like I got like an icky kind of feeling. I was like, I feel like I'm dressing my dolls, and I was like, all of a sudden, I just crossed that line. I didn't know where the line was. I knew that it existed, but I didn't know where it was. I think I just discovered the line. I was like, oh, there's the line. I'm dressing my dollies in different clothes. Nope, I'm done. So Shredder will remain like this because he still looks badass as the Lord of the New York underworld. I always thought it was funny that Shredder managed to become the Lord of the underworld by stealing VCRs and recruiting children to like hijack cigarettes. It's like no, that's. I'm no expert, but I don't think that's what you would be dealing in if you became like the ultimate criminal king of the underworld. I'm pretty sure it would be more kind of Class A drugs and human trafficking is what Shredder would be doing. I can imagine these other like, you know, criminal gangs, and Shredder tries to make an inroads and he's like,
Do you want to buy some VCRs? This is a TV video combo.
It's like... Get out of here! Take off that sparkly cape as well. So yeah, this is the Shredder who looks awesome next to the Foot Soldier with his criminal empire of stealing VCRs. But he has to steal lots of TVs because he throws knives at them so often. Here's his little spear that he pwned the turtles with at the end of the movie. I love that scene when they're fighting on the rooftop and he's just like taking them to school. they regroup and are like, wait a minute, at exactly what point did we lose control here? Again, such a great movie. And I love that like when they are regrouping, he's just kind of just pacing around, just waiting for them. All right, I dropped something. Oh, I dropped this. I was wondering what this is. I think it's a scabbard for the knife. There we go. That's what that is. I don't know where the knife is supposed to go. In his boot or something? And maybe it is in his boot because that's where he pulls it out at the end when
he's got like hanging, but I can't see where it might go. I'll have a play around with that later. You'll get bored if you just watch me like searching the figures. If you haven't already got bored, I hope not. I'm trying not to rush things too much because, you know, if you're here to stay, I hope. Because I look at the analytics, I know who scans through these videos or what you do and don't watch. So yeah, I'm on to you. All right, just click the like button. It does help me out. All right, here we are. So he has all these different hands, as always. He's got the extra bladed fists which go this way. Again, see, I couldn't think, like, what way do your thumbs go? These are both left hands. I guess he only has the blades on his left hand, and that's the shredder. Whew. All right, you ready to do Splinter? Let's do Splinter. So here is Master Splinter in the box, and again, just looking great, just looking like pure, beautiful Jim Henson nostalgia. Where did I put my knife? Am I sitting on it? No. There we go. So we'll crack this buddy open here. I think I'm trying to save the turtle boxes because they are like nice, but I think I might start getting rid of my boxes. Oh, he's so small. He's so small and cute, and he has a cloth robe, but the cloth robe is already on, so I don't have to feel bad about dressing my toys. Right, I'm gonna fast forward this, and we're back, and all I can say is, oh. The rat. Oh, he's cute. He's so much smaller, obviously, than everything else. But the cloth robe actually adds so much to this figure. He looks so wise. He looks like a proper wise old sensei. That's beautiful. He's got his ratty tail, which it's not a bendy wire, I don't think. No, that's pretty solid, which is difficult because it's hanging directly down. So that's not going to make him easy to stand. I'm not sure what we're going to do about this. We'll have a little play around. His head articulates slightly. He's got his nice little beard wisps there. But his feet are kind of bent and all over the place. I'm not sure if that should be the case, because this might prove difficult to stand. You know what? This is kind of, again, you're discovering it with me for the first time. His feet are really odd. I mean, because they're rat legs, I'm not really sure where the joints are or where they're supposed to bend. Okay, there's a bend sort of here. All right, but this is a little tricky to just figure out, because is there ankle? There is some toe articulation as well, but I don't know what to do with this tail, because it kind of, you can bend it a bit, but I don't want to bend it too much, because obviously this is NECA. I don't want anything to snap on me. But this is like the tail's just not gonna. It's like a pogo stick, and also because the cape is cloth, getting some. I don't want to pull on a thread and just completely destroy it, because the figure looks beautiful. He's gonna look great with the turtles here, but already I'm like, how can I? I'm gonna try and excuse me, Splinter. Sorry about this. Okay, so you can't really get to his tail. I can see where it plugs in now. So I think you can bend it a bit, but I don't want to bend it too much. Maybe a bit of hot water. I think that's going to be the way to go, is hot water, and then bend it to the right position, and then let it cool, and hopefully that will do it. But it's tricky. This is not an easy thing to do. Plus, with his very sort of wonky legs, I don't know if that's like a factory defect. I hope not. But they are kind of, he's a bit spaghetti legged. But they're not. It's not flexible spaghetti. It's stiff spaghetti. That his saving grace is, though, his tail is so stiff that it does support him. So that's okay. But his legs do look a little bit funny. I think maybe some hot water treatment. I'll have to take him to the beauty spa and do some some steam. A hot water steam will hopefully get him the way he needs to be, because he's a little bit all over the place. That tail, I would have thought maybe it's difficult to do a bendy wire tail, or I don't know. But like he looks really good. So as long as you can get him in a standing position where he'll stay, then he looks terrific. So I don't want to discount that at all, because he's a lovely looking figure, and the cloth cape is terrific. This really adds so much. So I'm very pleased with that.
I'm not going to undo the robe because I have to do it back up again. And, you know, what does a rat have under his robe? Same thing as everybody else. All right? We're all God's children, people. And with that in mind, here is Splinter. I don't know if I'll be able to stand him. I want to be able to stand him. I want, like, the big group shot. I want the money shot at the end. But this tail, man, this tail, you're killing me. I don't want to break anything, because that would, you guys have seen me. If you've seen enough of my videos, you've seen me break stuff. And I don't want you to have to witness that again. I'm sure it's heartbreaking for you. So, ta-da! So there we go. We have the foot soldier here. And we go, oh, come on. Again, that's the thing with NECA. You gotta be careful. They don't stand easily. All right. Or they don't have dynamic poses easily. Either way, there we go, guys. My Ninja Turtle set is complete. I know that there are other ones you can get. I know you can get Casey Jones. I know you can get Raphael in his trench coat. But come on. These are the essentials here. And quite frankly, I'm a happy chappy. I love what we've got. Also, I didn't show you, Splinter comes with another pizza slice, another pair of nunchaku, and of course, the really cool mutagen canister here as well, which of course falls off the same truck that blinded Matt Murdock as well. It's all connected. It's waves and webs within webs. Anyway, guys, this... Oh, you cheeky little beggar. You can see I'm going to have to play around with these. I'm going to have to get some hot water out. I'm going to have to do some fiddling and biddling. It's all about the fiddling and biddling. If you've watched this video this far, then take that with you and know it's all about the fiddling and biddling. But guys, that was my unboxing. I'm going to send back the other foot soldier. I'll get my melee weapons, and I won't do a dedicated video for him, but I will include that unboxing with some other shenanigans going on. Anyway, folks, I hope you enjoyed this episode. If you did, join the 6-1 clicks by clicking the like, share, or subscribe buttons. And more importantly, before I go, I'm going to give you the data blast with all the best finds that I've discovered on Instagram recently. Every single picture included has the Instagram user's ID there, so if you like what you see, go and check them out, give them a follow, because there's some amazing, talented people out there in the community. Guys, thank you so much for watching. Enjoy the montage, and until next time, keep displaying model behavior.